everyone, it's October 30th, 2023. I just wanted to give a little bit of an update. This is my third week on injections for estradiol. I had my 18-month appointment with my endocrinologist a while ago, and I was like, I'm going to try injections. Because patches were working, but they were annoying. I didn't really like having them on my thigh. Pulling them off, there's a ton of residue that I had to clean off with acetone. They didn't stay on all the time. And I just wanted to try something different, see if something else would work better for me. So I tried injections. I gave myself my third injection last night, and holy crap, I am already seeing some emotional changes. Like before I started hormones, I didn't really feel too much of a connection with my emotions. Like I could feel sad for something. I felt empathy, but I didn't really feel it. That started to change when I was on patches. Like my empathy went up to 11 compared to where it was. Like before I started HRT, my empathy, I would probably say, is about 6.5 or 7, which I kind of felt bad about. I kind of felt like a bad person for having so little empathy. And hormones definitely changed that, so I think it's just my brain is supposed to work on estrogen instead of testosterone. I kind of feel like testosterone just kind of damaged my brain. Obviously that would be different for someone whose brain likes running on testosterone, like a cis guy or a trans guy. But just my brain definitely works better on estrogen. A couple of days ago, I was watching some YouTube videos, and there was one, it was really, I loved it. It was about a trans kid. It started off with, you didn't know she's trans, but just this girl walking down the hall in her school and kind of timidly going to the girls' restroom. And she starts to turn the lever on the door, and you hear off camera this guy kind of clearing his throat. He's like, and she looks over him. She's kind of starts opening or turning the handle more, and the guy's like, Robert. So then you obviously know she's trans, and then she just runs off. And then it cuts to someone in the army in their fatigues and all that, traveling home, like looking at a letter. Look, he has a picture of a kid holding a teddy bear, but the face is obscure, so you can't really see who it is. And you can catch a glimpse of part of the letter. It says, like, I know there's going to be a big change, and stuff like that. You kind of figure out what's going on. At that point, you can tell the kid started transitioning while he was overseas or something like that, and he's still worried about what that means and what that's gonna be like. But he doesn't give any hints or anything of how he feels about it. But he gets home before anyone else does. He kind of sits in his bed for a little bit. Then he's like, I wonder what my kid's room looks like now. So he goes in there, starts looking around, sees a picture of her post-transition, and gets a smile on his face. And then you hear the door open and close, and he looks around, and and the kid walks in, sees that he's there in her room, and has like a deer in the headlights look, and she starts to run away, but he runs up and grabs her and gives her a really big hug. And that started it for me. I just started the waterworks started going then, and he kind of set her down, pulled away to look at her, and he's like, I forget what her name was in the film, but he's like, I don't know, I'm just gonna make up a name. It's like, hey Maya, and she breaks down and I broke down at the same time. It was so damn cathartic, and I so would have wanted something like that from my family. But yeah, I'm feeling my emotions a lot more on estradiol injections. So yeah, I guess that's what this whole video is about. I've also noticed the cold is hitting me a lot harder now. It's 44 degrees and I am freezing. I can't believe I rode my motorcycle in this weather before. The cold is so much colder now, even more so than it was when I was on patches. So yeah, it's definitely a good idea just to try different ways of taking estradiol, just to see if anything helps, if anything works better for you. That's really the big thing. I had my first in-person pre-op appointment scheduled for the end of January, so me and my girlfriend are gonna go drive out there for that. Probably stay a night out in Kansas City, and then we'll go Sunday morning, stay out there with a friend, stay there overnight, then go to my appointment Monday morning, and then drive back. So that's really the next big step, besides just continuing with electrolysis, which that's going good. My electrologist went on vacation for 2 weeks, so I went without, and then she got COVID, so I had a 3-week gap in my electrolysis sessions. But from what she says, that's not really going to matter. I'll totally be done by March, so that's a relief. Really, electrolysis was the biggest thing, my biggest concern when I was thinking about starting to pursue bottom surgery. But everything's going really smooth. I can't really think of any other major things. I finally got myself a Nintendo Switch and started getting back into games. Zelda Breath of the Wild is absolutely amazing. It's everything I wanted in a game when I was thinking about getting back into playing games. But I've got Breath of the Wild, I've got Minecraft, Portal 2, Mario Kart 8, and a bunch of old NES, Super Nintendo, and Game Boy games on my tablet, or on my Switch. So that's going to get a lot of use when I am recovering next year. So, nope, that's about it. I just want to give a short update. Things are going good. Bye.